Welcome back to the show, guys. Today I am with Aesthetic Emman. Thank you for being on the show today.
Hello, Steven. Thank you very much for having me.
All right. When people see you perform, they have no idea whether you have ever struggled with stage fright. Did you ever struggle with stage fright? Was there ever any time that you were genuinely anxious about speaking in public?
Oh, definitely. I feel like I struggle with it almost every time.
Wow.
Yes, funny enough, I struggle with it almost every time. It's just that I've learned how to overcome it.
Oh,
Yeah, so I might be struggling with it while I'm in the seat, especially when I'm talking to a new environment, to a
yeah,
new audience. Yes,
yeah,
I might be struggling with it while I'm in the seat. It's just that I just tell myself things. I'm like, Emmanuel, I mean, they are human beings. We've
yes,
done this before. Yes.
yeah.
So the thing is, once I now hold the mic,
Before we continue with the conversation, if you're finding this valuable, the one thing you can do is subscribe. It just takes 2 seconds and it's free and it tells me to keep going. Now, back to Aesthetic Iman.
the thing is, once I now hold the mic to
Mm,
speak, the stage fright just leaves.
leave.
Yeah, it just leaves.
Wow. So how do you handle how do your own symptoms manifest? Is it like shaky hands, stiffening body, you feel the nerves, like your
Okay.
leg is a little bit
Yes, at that point, okay, at that point when I'm in my seat and
yeah,
then I'm struggling with it.
yeah.
Although now it doesn't really show so much.
Mm,
Yes, but that
okay.
time I remember when I was still starting. That
Yes.
time it would be as if my head would be blank. Yes, that's how mine happens.
Yeah.
My head will be blank, and then
Yeah.
I'm now thinking, Emmanuel, what are you supposed to say? They're
Yes.
about to hand the mic over to you. What are you
Yes.
going to now say to the public?
Mm.
Ah, at that time, I would just be very tense. I was very tense. I don't really have the shaky hand thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have the shaky hand thing. That's why even when I hold the mic, you might not notice that I'm scared.
Good. Okay.
Yes, yes. But it's just that once I hold it, and then okay, some steps when I practice very well. So
Yes.
even if I'm very scared and then my head is blank at that time, once I
Mm.
hold the mic, everything comes back because I've already known what I'm about to say.
See. Wow.
Yes,
But
yes.
with most people, when this thing happens to them, like hands shaking, body gets stiff,
Mhm.
what do you think they are scared of? Is it the crowd judging them or something more deep?
Um, I think it differs based on the individual, but I think it's mostly about the crowd.
Mm.
Yes,
Okay.
I think it's mostly about the crowd, even though I don't really know why. Because the crowd there, if you can talk to your friends.
Yes.
Yes, you can talk to your friends. You can talk to a small circle.
Yes.
So why can't you now talk to that small circle multiplied into
It's
by, let's say the
yes.
small circle, let's say it's a circle of 10, you can talk to a circle of 10, but you
Yes.
cannot talk to 50 persons, which is the same circle multiplied by 5.
Well, it's the largest
But they are
amount
still,
of people.
exactly, but they are still human beings. Do you get the point? They are still
Yes.
human beings. So I don't know. I feel like people should just try to, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I just tell myself, okay, this, if I can talk to these particular people, because sometimes before I speak, I
Mm.
practice in front of someone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, before I speak, if I can say it to this particular person and not be scared,
Yes.
why then should I be scared when I'm saying it to other people? I mean, I'm talking to
Mm.
someone who will most likely criticize me
Yes.
more. Why would I not be able to say to people that are just listening to me and wanting to gain knowledge? Yes.
Have you? I saw something online about this why people are afraid of the crowd more,
Okay.
and they were like, it's from human evolution. Like
Okay.
in the ancient times, when during back then when we had to hunt for food, no gas, nothing like that. If you want to address the tribe that let's hunt a cow in this kind of manner,
Mm.
at that point, your life is in danger. The reason is because if you fail to communicate your idea, you could lose your right to eat. You
Mm.
could lose your right to mate. You could lose your status. You could be excluded completely from the crew, from the tribe. So at that point, your life is actually in
In
danger.
danger, yes.
So this is like innate
Yeah.
within us.
Okay. I think I understand. I've not heard this before,
Mm,
but I think I understand where that particular one is coming from.
mm,
And then in this particular situation, now you see that there is a particular reason why the person is scared. I don't
mm,
really think I will even narrow it down to stage fright.
mm.
The person is rather scared of a particular thing. I don't want to lose my life or
Yeah.
something. Do you
Well,
get?
they say when you stage fright, you enter this flight or fight or flight stage. As in, you either fight or
Mm.
you run.
Mm. Well, that okay. I think the difference between these two particular situations is that in this particular one, what
Mm,
you're scared of is known.
mm,
Meanwhile, in the normal stage that you're supposed to speak in, what you're scared of is unknown. This
mm.
particular one, now you know that if you should do this, you're going to lose your life. You have the
Yeah.
capacity of losing your life
Mm,
or something else,
mm,
your rights to feed or something. But
mm.
this one now, why exactly are you scared? When you're
The
talking
crowd.
to the
It's
stage.
like it's like
The stage,
this.
the stage, they are not animals. They are not going
It's
to come and bite
it's
you.
no, but your body reacts to it as if there's a lion, a ferocious lion that wants to just eat you. So next thing your hands are shaking, your
Well,
body is stiff, your legs are feeling weak.
okay. Actually, that happens. It
Mm.
happens to a lot of people. But I believe there are steps you
Yeah.
could take to overcome that.
Okay, we'll get to
Yes.
that. Well,
Okay.
we'll unpack.
Okay. Okay.
Is stage fright something that people can overcome completely, or do they just get better at handling it
Okay.
while performing?
Okay. If you would ask, if I would say from my perspective, I think it's something that you get better at handling.
Mm,
Yes. There will become a time where it will be almost 0.5% of
yeah,
stage fright. But
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's always there.
yeah.
Yes, it's always there. When you're preparing, during the
Mm,
whole process of preparation,
mm,
you feel that tension a little bit. Even
yeah,
the greatest speakers, I mean, they feel that tension.
yeah.
Yes. But then handling it, and okay, you said we'll come to the steps
Yes.
later on, right?
Mm,
When you're able to go through certain steps,
yeah.
you'll be able to handle each process.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be able to handle stage fright at different levels. So I feel like it's a thing of getting better at handling.
Mm.
I
If
don't.
you get better at handling
Mm.
stage fright, is there a difference between like nerves, like just feeling the tension and
Mm.
stage fright in itself? Is there any difference between them?
I think they are linked.
They are linked.
Yes, I
Mm,
think they are linked. The fright is what causes the
mm,
nerves. The whole tension of,
mm,
oh, I'm coming up the stage is what
mm,
causes the whole jittering, the whole
mm,
shaking in the nerves.
mm,
Yes, I think they are linked.
mm.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to share something personal,
Okay.
like what happened to me
Okay.
in secondary school. Ah, what? But
Seems
okay,
like it was an embarrassing
it
situation.
was terrible. But it was very transformational. Okay,
Okay.
in my when I was in SS2, yes, they during I think CRS class, my they were doing one particular topic, can't remember it.
Mm.
We now came across the Bible verse which says women are the weaker vessels. And then
Okay.
it created a lot of
Yeah,
reactions.
arguments. Yes.
Then our teacher now decided we should argue. Uh, one side should defend the women to be strong as men. One
Mhm.
should justify that yes, women are
Ah,
the
the
weaker
weaker
vessels. So I think I went for women are stronger,
Mhm.
strong as
As
men.
men, yeah.
Oh, so I don't even remember how I prepared. I don't even know whether I prepared. But when it was my own turn to talk, I went blank. As in, I stood there. I was like, I muttered. I was like, as in, my mind wasn't there. My body was up, but my mind
Yes.
was sitting down.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. Uh, my teacher now told me that I disappointed her. After that, I went back home. I literally wrote this down that I must conquer this thing called stage fright.
Stage fright, yeah.
And there's another one. The second one was worse because the second one we had a debate
Mhm.
and an external debate excursion.
Mm.
And that time in secondary school, it was a boarding school.
Mm.
anytime you hear excursion, your body is jittering. I want to go.
Yeah, I want to go out.
It's exciting. So we're now preparing. Our teacher was preparing us during rehearsals. This is rehearsals. I have not rehearsed before. We were like, I think 4 only there, and then the teacher, and then another teacher sitting at one corner. The nerves I was having that stage, right? It was as if toxins. They injected acid into my body. I was stiff. I was shaking. It was feeling so terrible, and it felt easier to run. And that's what I did. I ran.
You ran.
I ran. I did not perform. Like in rehearsals, like literally not even the main thing. Just rehearsal. I ran.
Did you come back?
No.
Oh.
The thing is, I wanted to go for the excursion, not even participate. Funny enough, someone who was just there to rehearse went for the excursion but did not perform.
Oh, okay.
So he got
a slot. So now that's the thing. Stage fright. Stage fright makes you lose a lot of opportunity.
Yes,
it does.
So during that, what do you think was happening to me? What was I scared of? What was going on?
Okay. In that particular, first of all, I've also had a similar experience. Yes, in my secondary school, I think that was SS1. Yes, because I was in press club, and then we used to do debates, a lot of debates, spelling bees, and all. I did that a lot. Then in SS1, during our graduation, we were supposed to do a debate. And then we had been practicing the debate since. In fact, they chose me. My teammates were like, I have to be in Emmanuel's team because Emmanuel does not have stage fright and all of that. So I was like the backbone of the team. I was the ginger. Only for me to come that particular day, the day of the graduation.
Wow.
In fact, my mom came. It wasn't my graduation, but she came because I was doing a debate. Yeah, she came for the graduation. And then when it was my turn to speak, I just held the mic. The only thing I remember saying that time was, "Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges," the normal introduction. That was the only thing. After that introduction, I forgot every single thing I was to say. I could literally recite it, but I forgot everything. I do not just know what exactly went on at that time. And the worst part is that after I forgot it, my teammates also started forgetting their own.
The backbone fell.
We just embarrassed ourselves that particular day. It was only one girl, Jessica. Yes, it was only one girl that was able to remember. Yes, she was able to remember. And she was even in the opposing side. She was the only one that was able to remember her arguments. So I think in this particular situation now, what you were scared of, I would say, you were scared of not doing well. Yes. Scared of not doing well, scared of not reaching the level that you had already set and say, okay, this is the level that they are expecting. So that's another thing. I feel like people should just one way we can overcome this is understanding that we have to be very natural with things. Yes, we have to be very natural with things, because if you keep setting standards, sometimes the standards we even set for people are even above them. Yes, when I say, oh, it's true, this lecturer, if I say this particular thing now, this lecturer might see it as I'm saying nonsense. Meanwhile, that could even be what will attract the lecturer.
Oh, yes.
So I feel like we're just scared of not meeting up to standards. Yes, not meeting up to the particular thing that they want.
We think they want.
Yes, exactly. We think they want. Sometimes we just feel like we are not enough. What if I do this? Just being scared of trying. Yes. So I think people should just be very natural. This is what I have in me. So long as I've practiced it, this is what I have in me. Why don't I give it a try? It's now left for the people, and I don't think a reasonable lecturer will just condemn you. Rather, they will groom you. If there's any part where they say, okay, I think he needs some touches here, will groom you. But they cannot even know where you need touches if you're even scared of trying. So I feel like what you're scared of at that point was you're being scared of trying.
Like currently, after that embarrassing situation, I sat down with myself and told myself I would conquer stage fright, whatever this thing is. Because other people are doing speaking in public with eloquence. Like there was this particular person, His name is George. He's fair. He is or he was the best debater, best public speaker, all that. Once George is standing up to speak, you know it's going to be a blast. So I was like, hey, he's human.
Yeah, what is he doing differently?
What is he doing differently? Like I literally asked him, and he told me that what helps him is that most times he usually smiles. Smiling helps him just feel natural and speak. Well, after that, I told myself I would conquer it. And as I enter university, I enter once, but started practicing. The thing started suppressing. So, like right now, the only thing I feel is nerves. Like I always feel my knees a little bit, but I don't go completely blank, as in it's not chronic.
Yes,
it's not chronic.
Yes.
So now let's go to the solutions. Let's unpack the practical steps to conquer this thing of stage fright. So walk me through your preparation 30 minutes before you get on stage.
30 minutes. Before I get on stage, 30 minutes before I get on stage, I will probably be in front of a mirror. Yes. Let's not 30 exactly. Sometimes I give myself like 5 minutes before the time. I'm just discussing random things with people. Like I take myself out of that particular thing I'm supposed to do. Yes. I don't know. It helps me. It's just that I must have prepared beforehand. So before the 5 minutes to the time, I'm in front of my mirror practicing. Learning everything. In fact, during normal conversations, I'm talking to people and then they're like, Emmanuel, are you sure you're okay? But then you don't know I'm practicing what I'm supposed to do. So that's me 30 minutes before the time. I'm practicing with people, I'm talking to people, telling them what I'm supposed to do. And then I'm now in front of my mirror. Then 5 minutes before the time, I'm just gisting. Yes, I'm talking about random things.
And it just makes you comfortable. It kills the nerves.
Yes, that particular one makes me very comfortable. By the way, I've already known what I'm supposed to say. I've practiced what I'm supposed to say. Then I'm now trying to look for something else that will make me not so tense. Tense about the whole thing.
There's something I saw online that another way, like to reduce the nerves or the tension, is like you take something called a focal point that you can hold a pen and just do this mental game that you imagine taking all like your anxiety, all the tension, you're just putting it inside that pen and then you drop it. Like is this mental trigger? You now feel okay, now I'm myself.
I've not tried that method before actually. But then I mean, as humans, whatever method works for you. Yes, whatever method works for you. It could be that you're discussing with people. When I discuss with some persons in the audience, I just become very familiar with them, and it's as if I've become familiar with the whole audience. Yes, so that one too works for me.
How is it important to practice before the debaters just embrace spontaneity?
I think practicing before getting on stage is very, very important. Yes, because you do not want to just go up stage and just be saying anything. I mean, especially when you're talking on a particular topic or a particular theme. Yes, before you go there, you practice it properly. You must have done your research and everything. So you practice it properly. Talk to people about it, get people's views, because you're going to be talking to people. So I always like hearing people's opinions on what I'm saying. So I would have a picture already of how my audience is going to take it, because I've talked to some particular persons. So I've seen, okay, this is how this person took what I was saying. This is how this person took what I was saying. So I'll now know, okay, they were not really satisfied. Is there any other thing I need to add? Yes, exactly. So that's why practice is very important. But you have to also be very flexible. Because you could practice and practice and practice, and then when you get up stage, you see that they might be asking you questions, and then those questions are not aligning with what you're doing. And then if you're so rigid, you'll now be like, this is not part of what I practice. And then you see that at that particular point, you just blacked out. Yes, you're just quiet, you're numb. So I feel like you should also be very flexible. You practice, but then be very flexible. And also another reason why you should be very flexible is because when you practice and come up stage, you might want to say it exactly the way you've been practicing it. It might just so happen that you forget it. Yes, you might even forget a whole line. And then you're like, you now stop and just hold the mic as you're looking.
And they say, oh Jesus.
Yes, so you see that particular situation is very, very embarrassing. So you want to be very flexible. You know that, okay, once I don't remember this line, I could actually put in something else. Yes, that's also why you should understand what you're saying.
Pause. What Iman just said, I can relate to it personally because I had to learn this the hard way. In my mute court competition, I had practiced my line so hard that I could literally recite it from sleep. No joke, from sleep I could. Then, when the actual debate began, I fell asleep midway. And then the judge literally noticed me sleeping and asked me to go out to walk around to get myself. Then, when it was my own time to actually speak, my role in that debate was to rebut the arguments made by a particular speaker. It was time for me to speak, I stood up and confidently said, I must say that today in this honorable courtroom that I have been the most attentive person. Everybody laughed. The judges laughed. Me, myself, I knew I said something that was disconnected from reality. That's what rigidity causes. That's what Emmanuel meant. Now, back to the conversation.
That's also why you should understand what you're saying. Yes, because if you understand what you're saying very well, if you miss a particular line, you can find alternatives. Yes, you can find a different way. So practice, but also be very flexible.
This thing with practice, I can totally relate to it. I can see that in this journey of overcoming stage fright, it has been like the primary tool. I don't joke with practice. I don't joke with practice. Like any material, any presentation, debate, whatever, even before I come for rehearsals, I practice whatever I'm saying for at least 5 times. And once I do it, like I flow. Like it gives you this confidence. Then when you go, you use it eloquent. And even the last presentation I had, I literally, oh my God, what's your problem? Boom, we're outside now.
Yes.
So, and I was saying, I had a recent presentation where I practiced with my roommate like over 10 times, and there was a time constraint for 2 minutes. I had to speak for 2 minutes, so he literally refined my presentation. He cut things out. He told me, "Can't you just say it this way?" It helped me out. The next day on the presentation day, I found out it was just 1 minute 30 seconds. So I had to still reduce it, but he gave me, the way he did it, it gave me an idea on how to actually cut down your presentation. And it was still valuable. It was still, I still hit the nail on the head, all those kind of things. So feedback, another thing, feedback, practicing in front of different people.
Yes, exactly.
It's so important.
Really.
What is your advice to someone who has genuine, chronic stage fright and they have a presentation upcoming? What are 3 practical steps they can take right now that would improve that?
Okay, for someone who has chronic
stage fright, as in all the symptoms, body shaking, body your muscles getting tense, all that, your mind betraying you.
Okay, so I think some practical steps that you could take. First, researching and understanding the topic. That's very, very important. It's very, very important because it's only what you know that you can be able to deliver. Do you get? So when you have a particular presentation to do, yes, you said the person has a presentation, right? Understand the topic very, very well. Research on it because it's just like you going to a battle now, and then going without a sword and a shield. Exactly. So the sword and the shield are your researching. Your research is your sword and the shield. So these are things that will make you to overcome a lot of things, to withstand a lot of things. That's the first one. Then the second one, I would advise that you understand your audience.
Wow.
Yes, it's very important. because if you're going to speak, I don't know the particular topic you're going to be speaking on,
Yeah.
but then you should understand what your audience would like.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're going to talk to a particular age bracket, let's say you're going to be talking to adults of 50 and above, yes, you would not talk to them the way you talk to youths of 20 years. I mean, Gen Zs. Gen Zs now have their language.
Yes.
So when you're talking, exactly. When you're talking to Gen Zs now, there's a way you communicate with them.
And you relate.
Yes, and then they will relate. And there's a way you communicate to them, and then it will be very, 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 very boring.
Yes.
When you're talking to Gen Zs now, you could cite so many examples.
Yes.
You could use illustrations. You could use trending things to talk to them, and then you see that you get feedback from them when you use things that they could easily relate to. Yes. But then when you're talking to that particular age bracket, the aged persons per se, you wouldn't want to be using things that they do not understand. I mean, some of them are not online. They do, even if they're online, they don't follow these trends. Imagine, like, what's one thing that's trending now? Okay, there's one trend now about Toyin Abraham and Funke Akindele. Yes. So now, if you're talking to Gen Zs now that are everywhere online, in fact, there's even a meme now where she's keeping a straight face, and then the other one is trying to talk to her. Some people, yes, they're using it. Some people are using it. They're like, I saw one final year project, and then final year project talking to me, and then me not answering final year project because of the expenses. Exactly. So
another one, things. Easter. Your next student, Abi, how do you,
yeah, but like basically maybe your next student Easter holiday or something, and then your next student is so you see that these are things that the young age bracket would really understand, and when you talk to them, you see that you get a lot of feedback, because at the end of the day you want feedback. Precisely. So you get a lot of feedback because you use things that they relate to. So that's why it's very, very important that you understand your audience. Another thing I would say is listen to great speakers. Read books, listen to great speakers. The reason why I say read books is so that you can acquire knowledge. Aside the fact that you're going to be researching, you can acquire knowledge from books. There are some things that you might not see online, but then some authors would hide them in books.
They hide them.
Yes, I use the word hide because there's this trend that this not popular quote that they say, if you want to hide something from a black man, yes, put it in a book. Yes, that's because they've seen that we do not read books, and it's unfortunate that it's quite true. It's quite true. Yes. So another reason why you should read books is because it helps you improve your vocabulary. Yes.
Well, there are people who are extremely smart. Like you read books, like they are walking encyclopedia, encyclopedia. But once they put them on a stage, they can't communicate.
Yes. So now the thing is, these steps do not just work. You do not just pick out one and then work. You might have satisfied the step of knowing what to say. But have you satisfied the step of understanding your audience? You get? Have you satisfied? There are still other steps that you could take.
Practice.
What else? Yes, practice. Practice is very, very important. I mean, we've stressed that a lot. Practice is very, very, very important. Yes. Another thing is grab opportunities. Yes. If you really want to be a great public speaker, then you should not be hiding from opportunities. In fact, volunteer. Volunteer. Before I got to the stage I am now, I think I've not gotten so high, but then before I got to the stage I am at now, I used to ask when I see an event, I would go and meet them. I'll be like, okay, please, can I be one of the speakers? Please, can I be the host of this event? I'm not just saying it because I want to be in that particular event, but I know that it's very essential for me. It's very essential for my growth, for me to grab these opportunities, because once I talk to these particular people, and then the next time I tell them I go to another particular event, and then I indicate interest, I grab the opportunity. I've become very familiar with the whole environment. I've become very familiar with the whole art of public speaking, because public speaking is an art. It's an art. I wouldn't really say, I would say an art and not a science, because science is something that you could use the same method and then
Yes.
get the same result.
Yeah.
But it's an art because you have to be very skillful with it. You have to know that, okay, in this particular place, you might have to change some techniques that you used here to be able to grab the attention of the people. So if I've talked to this particular set of persons, I've talked to this particular set of persons, I've talked to this particular set of persons, and then I'm called up to talk to another set. This particular set of persons now I'm going to talk to might be a combination of the three I've talked to before. So now I know how to merge it. I know what they want. I know how to do things that they relate to. That's why you see some person to be on stage, and then immediately they are on stage, they are everywhere is sometimes everywhere is quiet. It depends on what you're saying. Everywhere is very quiet because they are listening to you. You see that you don't even need to tell people bring out your books to write. Yes, you will hit points that they'll bring out their books. Even people that don't bring out their books, they'll bring out their poems, their notepads, and then start writing. That's because you've understood that this is what I will say now that this particular set will relate to, because there's nothing. Just imagine you're talking to law students now, and they say choose a topic and come and talk to law students, and then you come and then you're telling us everything about nucleic acid, the combination of hydrogen and oxygen and everything. Fine, we'll listen to you, but then it will sound very boring. But just imagine that you now come up and then you're now talking about a particular case that's so interesting. Let's say it's even a family proceedings case, and then you are asking for ideas. In fact, you now say, okay, you serve as the defense counsel, you serve as the prosecution. So you now call them. You see that you get more participation. So that's why it's very important, like I said, understand your audience. Yes. So I think these are some steps that I can.
I like to add something that really helped me. This thing of this art, rather, of public speaking. You stop seeing it as like, now if you have a presentation, you see it as I have to present in front of people. Like, if you are forcing it on you, it's like it's something you don't want. You should switch it from I have to I get to speak in front of people. And anytime I have the opportunity to speak, I don't see it as I have to give them a presentation. I see it as I have to give them a gift, a message. Like, I don't care which topic they assign me to speak on. I see the topic and the message must be passed. How can I make this topic seem interesting? How can I drive the point home? Whether I'm talking about sales or whatever, I just put it in a manner that will incite the crowd and get my message. So
that's also very important.
Change your perspective from public speaking as you're going to die to I have the opportunity to give a message. Right? There's this quote by Mark Twain. He said, "Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain." How does it apply to stage right?
Do the thing you fear,
and the death of fear is certain.
Exactly. Do the thing you fear. Let's make it very practical. Let's say you fear dancing. And then they say do dancing which you fear. And the fear of
dancing.
Wait, can you say the quote again?
Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain.
Exactly. Let's represent fear now with dancing. Do dancing, which you fear, and then the death of the fear of dancing is certain. Exactly. So that goes to show that if you do not take a step in that particular thing that you're scared of, you would remain there. But the moment you take a step in it, you see that you've crumbled that particular fear you had.
That's what happened to me for this stage right thing. The thing is, when I reflected after those two crazy incidents, I asked myself, how many times have I actually spoken in public? Very few. Very few. So I told myself, okay, I'm going out there and I'm doing it. Like now, students now, nobody's afraid of, if you tell someone, come and write your name on a piece of paper, nobody's afraid of that. Because they have done it like a billion times. Well, like public speaking, people don't do it a lot. So that's why it's now you're scared of it. Me personally, I started doing it as I entered university. I saw ONSPA, I threw myself inside, boom. I saw any opportunity for presentation, I say, I'm presenting. Oh. I took it. And people who have like chronic traits, right, but you want growth,
Yes.
you should adopt humility. You shouldn't
Yes.
be afraid that
That's
I
very
may shake, people may
Very
judge.
important.
You should forget about that. There are going, people will see it, but you're out here to grow, not to look like Barack Obama before the crowd.
Yes.
So adopt the mind of I want to grow. Adopt humility. Bring yourself down. It's not going to be great,
Mm-hmm.
but remind yourself that each time you speak, each time you're shaking, and it's feeling terrible, you're growing.
Yes.
And keep on doing it.
And then you see the tremendous change.
Yes. Like that's why, like switch from that time I was in SS to like speaking in public is like a death sentence. A death sentence. Your brain. Well, now, if I'm speaking in public, the only anxiety I have is if I've not prepared.
Yes.
It's if I've not. It's like okay, I'm preparing.
Preparation is very necessary.
Mm.
Very necessary.
Once I prepare, and I prepare for my material, once it's time, like my head just is clear. Even like when I have a podcast, when I've not prepared, like look at the questions, know like the exact message,
Yes.
I feel anxious. But when I know exactly what I want to do,
want to do, yes,
you have this
very
confidence.
important.
So
Very
finally, someone has a presentation tomorrow.
Mm.
They are looking at their material. They are thinking of all the bad things that can go wrong. What is your message to them?
Hey, someone that has a presentation tomorrow.
Yeah, not 6
and then,
months.
Is it today that the person started preparing, or
Let's assume today.
okay? Let's assume the person started preparing today. Okay, so my advice to that particular person is just take it easy. Be hardworking, but take it easy. I feel like you should forget the fact that you might not have adequately prepared already and work towards adequate preparation. Yes, because the more you think about the fact that I'm not well prepared, the less activism you would have. Yes, the less active you'll be in your book. Yes. So just prepare. Take it easy. Prepare. For me, if it's me in that particular situation, I will meet my friends. Yes, surround yourself with very good friends that understand and are very willing to support your goal. Yes. So I'll meet my friends, and it could be that if I have a whole page to read, one of my friends is explaining paragraph 1 to me. The other one is explaining paragraph 2 to me. The next is explaining paragraph 3 to me, and then I'm also giving feedback. So you see that I already know almost everything I'm supposed to do, and then I at the end practice before them. Yes, and that's what I would advise. Practice. Surround yourself with people that are very supportive.
Yes. And even in this my journey, I surrounded myself with people that are very articulate. And it rubbed up for me, like unconsciously.
Yes.
I used to call it Professor Mood. Like they can explain it. You speak elegantly in public. It's not like, why can't I?
Exactly. Exactly. Well, that the energy you surround yourself with will definitely attract that energy. Exactly. So if you have a presentation to make 2 days in tomorrow, you have a presentation to make tomorrow, and the presentation is on the art of, let's say, the art of public speaking. That's what you want to do. And then that same morning or the day before, you're in what was it called? Obete market. No shades to Obete, but like you're in Obete market, you know that in this particular place you might be surrounded by a whole lot of rugged people, and then you just seated there. You rub off on you. You might even pick some things that you would unintentionally say the next day.
Well, you
might pick some things, and then you're talking and you're like, so when you want to bajela that thing, so you see that you've said something. This thing was not in your vocabulary before. It was not in your vocabulary before. But because you heard it the day before, and that's what you surrounded yourself by. You see yourself doing. So surround yourself by people that are aligning with what you want to do. Yes, this goes beyond public speaking. Whatever you do, surround yourself by people that are aligning and then are supportive.
Yes.
Yes.
And Anytime I have any issue, I come to him.
Oh, Stephen,
Realistically,
you guys heard how knowledgeable he is now. So
Which
I
knows?
mean, I also come to
I
him
come
for
to
a lot.
him. It's just like, Emmanuel, I have this. We talk for like an hour, and then I'm good. So align yourself with people who support your goals. This go beyond public speaking, as you said.
Yes, yes.
Align with people who support your goals. You want to get better in baking. Stay with people. You want to get better in speaking. You want to improve your vocabulary. What helped me is I read books. I watched movies that expounded my
Yes.
vocabulary. I imitated all those, so it affected me. Adopt humility in this journey.
Very important. Very, very important.
Humility, like you should. There's this thing that one of my guests before said, like embarrassment is the cost of entry.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be ready to look stupid in front of people if you want to grow. As in, you should literally forget about what people think. Like that's out of the question.
Mm-hmm.
You're here for growth. It's all about growth, improvement, and progress.
Yes.
So, thank you, Emmanuel, for being on the show today.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you. It was really, really nice.
This has been a journey.
It was
A
really,
journey.
really nice. I mean, I had a lot to learn. It was really nice.
So, I believe you know what to do with your stage fright. Overcome that thing.
Overcome stage fright. Don't be tense. Trust me, there's nothing to be scared about. We're all humans. There's nothing to be scared about. Just learn what you're supposed to say and then deliver. It's that simple.
Even if you're feeling the nerves, I still feel the nerves. Like my legs feel a bit weak.
Yes.
Still speak. That practice. If you practiced, you can rely on that because you will know what to say.
Yes.
Even though, and then the weak legs, the shaking hands just leave you because your brain is like, I know what I'm doing.
I'm not supposed to be scared of anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, see you in the next episode. Peace.
Bye.